Yo, what's up, y'all? It's Kode Donal here, and today we have the complete recap of Superior Iron Man. It's a juicy story about evil Tony Stark, so make sure y'all go grab some snacks because this video is a long one. We gotta be healthy, so let's go with a barbell protein bar, some Boom Chicka Pop popcorn, and coconut pineapple ice. I hope y'all enjoy this video, and let's get right into it. After an event called Marvel Axis where villains became heroes and heroes became villains, Tony Stark stayed a villain, stopped crime fighting, and became a menace. He's now in San Francisco, where he developed his new OP symbiotic armor, and where he also made this app called Extremis 3.0, which basically makes you the best version of yourself. It'll make you smarter, improve your looks, and overall, your life will be better. But the kicker is, Tony's charging people $100 a day. And when people no longer have enough money to maintain their subscription, then withdrawals are crazy. This app is like crack in the 80s. It also created a huge divide in the city. The super rich people that can afford the app shit on all the people just trying to get by. They even go around beating them up for no reason. But our guy Daredevil doesn't like this at all, so he goes to Stark's tower and tells Stark he has to shut this app down. But Tony doesn't like Daredevil pressing him, and he chokes him and throws him in the water. Check your attitude. Being underwater is one of Daredevil's biggest weaknesses because it makes his senses useless. So he starts swimming up, finally getting some air. He can hear the party from Tony Stark's crib and they're going crazy. They're all turned up as they just seen Tony disrespect Daredevil. Daredevil just realized that Tony's ego is about to be stroked. Tony then tells everybody that Daredevil was the entertainment, but he also acknowledges that his price may be too high for the app. I sympathize with all the broke people that can't afford it, I really do. It's an amazing app and I wish everyone could access it for free, but the price of managing it is astronomical. But I want to offer something for everybody that's struggling. Tomorrow, I will take the streets of San Francisco, and Extremis will travel with me for 24 hours. If you're within a 50-foot radius of me, Extremis will be free. See y'all there. And the next day, the streets are flooded with people surrounding him. Every single one of them is using the app, except one man that's not a fan of it. They don't love you like you think they do. You're turning everybody to drug addicts. My son even fell victim to this app. You ruined my son's life. You're a monster! And he pulls out a Glock to Tony's face. And he pulls the trigger. But Tony stands there unfazed. And he grabs that guy and takes him high up into the sky. I got a transparent metal across my face right now. That wasn't gonna kill me. I can't be covering my face all the time. This face is too handsome. Now for shooting me, I can forgive you for that. But attacking my product, I'm not going for that. That's something I can't allow. And he threatens to kill this guy if he doesn't use the app right now. You bastard! And he uses the app. And now that man's finna be addicted like everyone else. Nobody could hear what they were talking about, except one man, Matt Murdock. So later that night, he finds a knocked out Tony Stark and takes him away. He then wakes up Tony in a dark room. Matt, you're disconnected. A small EMP. We're deep underground and shielded. No signal is getting in or out of here. No locating devices can track you here. Your armor isn't coming for you. Why? What do you want? I want to know how much of you is still in there. It's all me! And he lunges at him so Daredevil punches him. Don't try that bullshit again. You're in my world now, Tony. You're staying here until Extremis has run its course. Until the city's addiction is gone. Even though this was a great idea, against Tony, it's unsuccessful. Because Tony knew all along that Daredevil would do this. And we learned that that symbiotic suit is now in his bloodstream. And he activates it all around him. He hits Daredevil with a whole lot of electricity to knock him out. The next day, Daredevil wakes up, but something feels different. When he gets up, Superior Iron Man is in front of him, and he can see him. The first thing Daredevil saw again after regaining his sight was the face of this menace, Tony Stark. Tony's still yapping, but Daredevil gets up to check himself out. For the first time, he's seeing what he looks like in his costume. Tony tells him that his sight is back thanks to the app. It gives him sight temporarily, but he'll need boosters to keep it. And Tony tells him he'll give it to him free of charge. But Daredevil doesn't like this. Iron Man is trying to buy him off and he sees right through it, trying to get him addicted to it just like everybody else. What gives you the right to play God? I'm the most intelligent, capable person on the planet. I'm not playing God. All this time I've been playing human. I've been holding back, but not anymore. I've changed. It's like I was blind, but now I can see. Only I'm not an ungrateful about it. I have to go. We're not done here, Stark. Tony turns around and clocks Daredevil in the face and flies out the building. Daredevil then picks up the phone and makes a call to see his best friend, Foggy, because before he goes blind again, he wants to see the face of his best friend, and we see his vision fade away. Iron Man flies through the city. He spots somebody throwing a car at She-Hulk. He's like, what the fuck's going on? I'm fighting some guy that calls himself the Teen Abomination. That's a shitty ass name. Who picks an age-specific name like that? What happens when he turns 20? We see bro walk out some flames looking swole as shit. She-Hulk explains that he was exposed to a little bit of gamma radiation and now has enough strength to even whoop her ass. Hit her with a mean haymaker, making her fly into a wall across the street. She's like, all right, you a little bit strong. Before I beat your ass and embarrass you in public, I want to talk to you about the importance of names. But bro's not trying to hear all that, and he picks up a pole and decapitates Iron Man with that shit. Tony! Well, that's disorienting. We see that not a soul was in that suit. Teen Abomination shook like, what the hell? The Iron Man suit lasers him in point blank range. You're not in there? Please, you think I'd waste my time with Teen Abomination? I invaded your city. You don't even bother showing up? Nope. I was trying to get your attention. You didn't. And Iron Man smashes Teen Abomination's head with his helmet, knocking his ass out. She-Hulk tells him you didn't need to hit him that hard.
It's just a kid.
He like, yeah, are you okay to clean this shit up? Why, you have somewhere better to be? Well, and we see whole time Tony's just chilling in the pool with the Huz. Pepper witnesses how far gone Tony is now. So she goes to activate the contingency plan that her and Tony put in place just in case he ever lost his mind.
It's okay, Pepper. This is what I was planned for.
This old ass suit is supposed to stop a Tony that is too far gone. The contingency catches up on all the new lore and technology progressing in the world. We see Barack Obama, the Skrulls, and the Marvel Civil War event. He's like,
okay, y'all progressed. Y'all finally catching up to what I was doing back then.
While looking at the footage, he sees how twisted Tony is now. But he doesn't want to make a move yet because the contingency was planned for an old age. So he needs time to adapt. We catch back up with Tony and he gets a call from She-Hulk that Teen Abomination has escaped and he's looking for Tony. Bro pulled up to his crib on New Stark Island and started fucking shit up. Ah! Stark! Where are you? Shield pulled up and started shooting a minigun at his ass. But them bullets don't do shit, and he picks up 2 motorcycles. Bro behind the gun's like, oh shit, he got a motorcycle. He chucks that shit at the helicopter, blowing up the propellers. The ship is about to slam into the water, but Superior Iron Man pulls up, grabbing both of those shield agents, saving their life. They're like, thank you, Mr. Stark, thank you. Can y'all swim? What? Yeah, I can swim, but why? Iron Man tosses their ass into the water, then dips back up into his penthouse, immediately blasting at Teen Abomination. He tries to throw the other motorcycle at Iron Man, but he weaves that shit. Then gets hit with the meanest spear of all time, getting slammed into the wall. Stand down, kid, or I'll hurt you again. No, you will listen. I am Teen Abomination. No, please don't say your name out loud. It's embarrassing for the both of us. You're mean. Iron Man's like, what? You heard me. You're supposed to be a superhero, but you're not. You're mean. Bro, how old are you? Old enough. How old? I'm 13. Bro's an 8th grader. He tells Tony he did all this shit because he tried Extremis and it didn't do shit for him. He just wants some help. And this is how you ask for freaking help? You're a giant green ball of anger and puberty. Of course this is how you ask for help. Yeah, okay, I'll talk to S.H.I.E.L.D. But get your ass up and start cleaning all this mess. I can use you. He plans on using this little ass kid to himself. It's time to wake up, San Francisco. Thanks, Trent. Our first guest needs no introduction. For everyone using his incredible Extremis 3.0, he's the only name on our much fuller lips. He's a billionaire, he's a philanthropist, he's a visionary, and he's an Iron Man. Please welcome to the studio, Tony Stark. Woo! Everybody in that studio starts glazing. Thank you. A free day of Extremis for everybody in this studio. Woo! Tony was invited here to talk about Extremis 3.0. He addresses the people crashing out because they don't have access to Extremis 3.0. So to stop that from happening again, Tony announces his new Stark security system called Iron Sight, a network of drone cameras designed to protect the people. You see, everyone that downloaded the Extremis app, all their data was uploaded to the Iron Sight security database. This database knows your online habits, your movements, your location, and who you interact with. And thanks to the cameras on phones, they got everybody's faces. If you touched a phone or a tablet, yeah, they know who you are. Tony's gonna have those drones roaming the whole San Francisco to create a crime-free zone, so no criminals even think to do some shit. Daredevil's on a rooftop thinking back on when people were downloading Extremis. When they were, he heard a sound wave he never heard before. And after connecting some dots, he knows what Tony truly did. And he's mad as shit. He destroys a drone.
Matthew Murdoch, this is your first warning. Do some shit like this again, and we on your ass.
But Matt don't give a damn. He destroys another drone too. Tony continues to explain how no one will have privacy in San Francisco. I sympathize with the need for privacy, but if I have to pick between the lives of our children or Trent's freaky ass browser history, there's really no choice. I intend to keep this city and its civilians safe. Extremis 3.0 makes you the best you can be. Iron Sight ensures that nothing will happen to you. The host is like, what about the people that can't afford it? Tony looks at that camera and says, the app is really not that expensive. Your broke ass need to get your money up. Try harder, make more bread, be better. You need to be superior. It's time to wake up, San Francisco. But mid-speech, he gets an alert that Teen A-Bomb is crashing out. Roar! And it's because S.H.I.E.L.D. is on his ass. They want him to stand down, but he's not going. A laser beam blasts a gun out of one of the S.H.I.E.L.D. agents' hand. Iron Man pulled up saying, this is private property. Lower your weapons. Maria Hill comes down saying she wants to talk. She's concerned with Tony because he's been acting up lately. And now he's harboring a known fugitive, Teen Abomination. He escaped from S.H.I.E.L.D. custody, caused damage throughout the city, and attacked S.H.I.E.L.D. personnel. I'll pay for the damage, and I save the personnel, and I will save this boy. Why? I have my reasons, but all you need to know is he's on an island. He won't be hurting anyone. He's wanted. No, he isn't. I had a team of Stark lawyers make sure the warrant was rescinded overnight. Yeah, so get your ass out of here with your agents before I have to embarrass y'all. And I'ma film it in 4K for the whole world too. They ain't want the smoke, so Iron Man and Teen A-Bomb head back into the crib. When they walk inside, Tony gives Teen A-Bomb a couple rules. 1, no touching anything in the crib, shit's too expensive. 2, no more crashing out. And 3, no more Teen Abomination, that shitty ass name. So tell me your real one. Jamie. Are you dead ass? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not looking you in the face and calling you Jamie. We're gonna have to work on something else. Teen A-Bomb's like, did you really mean what you said? You're going to save me? I'm gonna study you. I'm gonna work out how you became this, and I'm going to learn from it. If I can reverse what happened, then I will. Tony has 2 drinks in his hand and Teen A-Bomb tries to grab one, but Tony's like, what you think you doing? You're 13 years old. You thought you was about to get some of this Hennessy? Nah, I got company coming. Speaking of which, monsters shouldn't really be walking around my crib, so yeah, go ahead and go to the basement. Then he looks over. Hello, Matt. Daredevil is inside his crib, and he don't want no drink. The only thing he wants is justice. He tells Tony he heard it. Heard the trigger. I know what you've done, Tony. Extremis is a virus. You can't pass a virus to a person from a phone. The app is a lie. Careful. It's just an inaudible digital trigger. Inaudible to everyone but me. It activates a virus that's already present. You're making people pay for what you already put inside them. Really, you have no proof of this. I know where to find proof. I worked it out. It's why you're in San Francisco. San Francisco banned the sale of bottled water. You put your virus in the water supply. So what now, Matt? Now, I'm finna rat your ass out to the FDA, and you're going to jail for a very long time. But Teen A-Bomb heard that. He's like, no! You can't take him away. I need him. Tony uses that moment to choke Daredevil, but his ass gets cracked with a baton. But that's when Teen A-Bomb hits Daredevil with a mean-ass left, making him fly out the building. So Tony sends his suit to save Daredevil by wrapping around him, bringing him back up into the building. But he's not letting him out that suit. I'm done with the games, Matt. You wasted enough of my time. The frequency of the app was a mistake. I'll make sure you can't hear it again from now on. I already heard that shit. You can't undo it. Yes, I can. Stark, you mother... Tony traps Matt in the suit and tells Teen A-Bomb to stay here while he goes to the laboratory. Stop struggling in there, Matt. You'll just do some nasty ligament damage. You're moving whether you like it or not. I went about this in the wrong way with you. You're not like the others. You're too stubborn, too righteous. You will never share my vision for the world. It's sad. I am building a better world, but you can't see the bigger picture. Stark, stop this. Whatever this is, just shh. We're going to start over. It's okay, Matt. He presses a button. The next day, Matt wakes up on a hospital bed, and he doesn't have a clue what happened. He doesn't remember shit. Tony starts capping his ass off, talking about he took a nasty hit from a monster. Then he lets him know that he's been knocked out for a few days. So this isn't the next day, it's a few days later type shit. Matt gets a visitor, so Tony exits the room with an evil ass smirk on his face. The specialists tell me that with a brain injury like this, you'll need to be closely monitored and spend at least a few weeks in here. No outside stimuli at all. But don't worry, Matt. It's all on me. All expenses will be covered, and I will have my very best people looking after you. You're in safe hands. On Stark Island, Tony is prepping to extract blood from Teen Abomination. Tony has this big ass setup with all these needles, but it was just a distraction, as he stabs the needle in Teen Abomination the old-fashioned way. Teen A-Bomb mad as shit, but Tony tells him to calm that ass down. You really don't want to get aggressive with a guy who has infinite resources that worked out a way to penetrate your skin. He calmed that ass down, so Tony started running tests on his blood, pulling and searching through Teen A-Bomb's DNA. But it won't give him answers on why Teen A-Bomb turned out like this. So he pulls up some drink, lays down on the couch, and tells Teen A-Bomb to tell him his tragic origin story. He sits down and asks Tony, "Do you remember my mom? Was she 8 feet tall and hideous?"
No, she was a scientist.
Was a scientist?
Yes.
She's dead or unemployed?
Both.
We get a flashback and see his mom was a scientist for Stark Industries. One day she couldn't get a babysitter, so she brought her kid to work. Today they're doing a big experiment involving gamma rays. They requested a certain thick glass for this test, but the glass they were given wasn't as thick, it was just adequate. And to make shit even more disappointing, Happy Hogan told them that Tony Stark is not coming. Mama's like, fuck it, we ball, and activates the machine. The gamma radiation bursted through that weak ass glass, taking out all the other scientists except Mama and her son. Mom! Luckily, Happy Hogan was able to shut that shit off. Tony's like, December 13, 8 years ago. It was supposed to be a great leap forward for cancer treatment. If it worked, it would have made the gamma knife look like a blunt instrument. 2 people were critically injured. Teen A-Bomb's like, so you remember? I remember reading the reports. Some of those days are a bit hazy. My mom said that shit happened because you were neglecting the company. Not gonna lie, I was. And then y'all fired her ass. Tony's like, I ain't do that shit. I was always busy back then, living a double life. Plus on that day, the Black Llama returned. An interdimensional crazed king with a golden orb. Iron Man, being a superhero, went to go stop him. But when he pulled up, he immediately got slammed to the ground by Whiplash. He takes care of him quickly with a blast, then heads towards Black Llama. But when he did that, Black Llama projected all his insanity on Tony. And this was before Tony developed a defense for these type of things. Tony was able to overcome this psychic attack and send Black Llama back to his own universe. But he damn near died in the process. From that point on, he passed out and doesn't remember the rest. Teen A-Bomb's dumbass was picturing him actually fighting a llama. Tony's like, forget it. You still haven't explained how you became this, so continue your story. And that's when we see 2 weeks ago, Jamie was getting bullied. Them boys was on his ass and broke his skateboard. We also see that since his mom was fired, that bread ain't looking too good right now. Mom sees he got his ass beat. She's like, maybe you could try to be more like them? He's like, can I get a new skateboard? I don't have the cheese for that right now. Maybe for Christmas? That made bro get mad. He like, leave me alone. And he goes to his room and starts crashing out. All Mama said was she wanted to contact the teachers so them boys can stop bullying him. But his ass was like, I don't need you to protect me. Leave me alone. And he ground pound the crib, exploding that shit. And when he looked at the rubble, his mom was dead. Tony's like, yep, that would do it. That explains why you haven't changed back. If your transformation is brought on by anger, well, You're going to be pissed at yourself forever over this. Then he asks A-Bomb, where's your pops in all this?
I don't know who my dad is.
His blood is finally done processing, so Tony's about to find out. And when he sees who it is, he's shook. His dad is Happy Hogan. But unfortunately, Happy Hogan died. With Happy being one of the few people Tony actually cared about, he decides he's gonna help Teen A-Bomb.
I thought you were already gonna help me.
Yes, but in actuality, I was going to pull you apart, work out what your cells are doing in order to harness your condition for fun and profit. Don't get me wrong, I'm still gonna find a way to monetize all of this, but I will also spend some time to work out how to reverse what happened to you. We're gonna start working on that tomorrow. Then Tony dismisses him. Later, we see Tony with a bottle trying to access armor footage from 8 years ago. December 13 exact.
No footage found. December 13 armor video footage has been deleted.
Access all Stark security footage from December 13, 8 years ago. Cross-reference with facial recognition. Display all footage containing Tony Stark.
No footage found. Multiple files have been deleted in main drives and cloud servers.
Bro's like, what the hell? I lost time. Somebody has taken a day from me. Who could have done something like that? Leaving bro to ponder. In an underground base, and we see Tony having a secret meeting with a general and his 2 assistants. Tony is selling the general a $2 billion weapon. Before they get into the details, he just starts flaming one of the assistants for no reason. I know Trish knows what she's doing, but Larry? How the hell did he get the job? That lab coat's not fooling no one, Larry. The general is confused on what type of weapon this is. Tony explains it's not a weapon of war. There will be no war if you use this shit. Just pure annihilation. Trish looks at the blueprint like this is some of the most immoral, sick shit I ever seen. The general asks Tony, I thought you were out of the weapons manufacturing business. I am. I won't be manufacturing this, and I would advise you not to either. I'm just selling the plans. And we find out he has more plans on the table, one written in Chinese and the other in Russian, insinuating he's selling the plans to all the global powerhouses. Back with Pepper and the contingency, they peeped that $2 billion was deposited to Tony's bank. And wherever it came from, it's untraceable.
This is definitely a national government, but where it came from isn't the problem, Pepper.
The problem is what Tony intends to do with it.
If he's going to mold the world into the image he wants, then I know what his next move is.
We then see Tony in New York at a board meeting, but he didn't come alone. He got Teen A-Bomb as his bodyguard in a suit. Before they can talk business, everybody's phones start ringing. Tony tells all of them not to check their phones. I'll tell you what's happening. Before I walked in here, I leaked my takeover and amount online to every major news service, including your own. Those messages are your backers, business partners, investors, and shareholders with one message: sell. The owner of this media business is wondering why Tony's doing this. He was never interested in a media business before. That's because I never needed to look good before. I'm pretty much universally loved. That happens when you single-handedly save the world a bunch of times. But now, well, I have plans. Change is coming. It will be a change for the better, but not everyone will see it that way. I'm expecting some resistance. So I want the hearts and minds of the loyal, brainwashed customers who consume your media. I want your networks, your paper, your online video services, your social media platforms, the politicians in your pocket. I want to buy it all. Nobody likes your old ass, Gerald. Somebody would have took your empire sooner or later. I'm offering to buy it at twice its value. I know it's hard to let go, so how about I add an extra billion in there so you can go buy something pretty? You arrogant bastard! The owner is mad as shit and he calls security. They pull up aiming the Glocks off rip, so Teen Abomination gets a little bit mad, grabbing the table, throwing that shit out the window. One security guard aims their pistol at Teen Abomination's head. He fires a bullet in his face, but it does no damage. All it does is get Teen Abomination mad. They all start firing shots, and Tony tells them to stop shooting, but they're not listening. So he calls up his symbiotic armor, telling them, I said, stop firing. After hearing that dominance, they all stop like good boys. He then tells everyone that the owner will agree to Tony's terms, getting his way by force, but somebody walks in. Pepper pulled up, revealing that she bought 54% of this company for her company, Resilient. Tony is shook. She tells him, you'll receive a bill for the table and the window. Now I'm going to have to ask you to leave my building. Teen A-Bomb is getting mad, but Tony's like, chill, you can't do nothing to your stepmother. Pepper's like, what? Later, Tony pulls up to Pepper at her company building. She says she's not talking to him until he takes that symbiote suit off. It's fine. It's not fine. I'm scared of you, Tony. So he takes off the suit and they hop on the elevator. While they're on it, she asks Tony why he called her Teen A-Bomb's stepmom. Because you are, Pepper. Lil Jamie here is the son of your ex, Happy Hogan. After hearing that, she tells Jamie, I'm sorry, I just wanted you to know this has nothing to do with you. And she flies up out that elevator as they keep going down. Tony tells him to be ready. As soon as that door opens up, the contingency is there and they truck the shit out of A-Bomb. Jamie grips the mask before getting blasted in the face, successfully ripping that shit off. Tony's like, who are you?
Don't you recognize me? I'm hurt. I'm you, Tony.
And the chapter ends with AI Tony choking the actual one.
We pick up where we left off and Tony's like, you're me?
Yes, and I am so disappointed in you, Tony.
Well, you're not the first AI I disappointed, and you probably won't be the last. Let me guess, after losing my mind to the Black Llama, I put a contingency on myself? You're me from 8 years ago.
Yes.
A full backup of my mind in case anything ever went wrong again. I asked Pepper, and probably happy to keep it a secret from me. Then I erased the knowledge from my own mind.
All we had to do was give your alcoholic ass 2 bottles of tequila, and you didn't remember shit.
Tony's like, you've been getting busy. What you been cooking up here? The contingency like,
Put that shit down.
so what happens now?
Now I go into your head and try to undo whatever's been done to you. I get you back.
And if you can't?
Then I do what you planned. I replace you. Looking into all the questionable shit you did in the past 8 years, I don't think anybody will miss this version of Tony Stark.
Ease up with the judgment, bro. You would have done the same thing if you were in my position. You were, and you did.
Well, I'll learn from your massive catalog of failures. I'll be better.
No, you won't. Then we hear some rumbling. Tony was stalling this whole time, telling the AI that's the sound of your extinction. My armor is coming, and we see that shit breaking through the elevator. No matter what you do, it will come for me.
Yeah, Pepper and I have a theory on that.
The AI was already prepared for this. Then it forces Tony into its armor, trapping him inside. He's like, what the hell y'all doing?
We're going on a little trip.
And they start flying off. Tony's like, you're too late. It's here. But AI Tony isn't bothered as it hits the superior armor with a blast, then keeps flying, breaking out that building and shooting for the sky. But the superior armor isn't done yet. It's on that ass. AI Tony starts shooting at it, but it's weaving everything. You can't outrun it.
I don't want to.
Where are you going? The Mark II wasn't built to fly in space.
No, it wasn't. I made some upgrades. Now my theory is there's a small amount of consciousness in your new armor, but not too much intelligence. Just a link, enough that will always keep it coming. It will always follow you. Even to places it's not built to go, like somewhere without oxygen, where its jets can't fire. Don't struggle. You're helpless.
The AI blasts that suit in space, leaving it in pieces, then flies away. Back on Earth, Pepper has Teen A-Bomb in a force field as she's trying to calm him down. All she wants to do is talk to him so he calms down. She lets him know she knows who he is and that she's sorry. She's like, I know Tony's charming and all, but that's not Tony Stark. I know him probably better than anyone. He's corrupted. He changed. I want him back to normal. Believe me, I want to save Tony.
Where is he?
He's somewhere he can't hurt anyone. We see the AI took him to a satellite and has him tied up to multiple tubes. If part of your plan is to replace me in this body, you might want to treat it a little bit better. Still, at least you and I both know this isn't the most twisted thing we've done to ourselves.
I didn't need to hear that.
At that moment, Pepper calls in to get some info out of Tony.
Where did you get the money?
Oh, that? I sold one of the dangerous ones.
Which one did you sell?
What are you talking about?
Pepper, whatever you think of me, I want you to know the atrocity I sold came right from the mine inside the machine standing here.
You should also know that me from 8 years ago is probably having some pretty confusing thoughts about you inside his robot head here. Replacing me doesn't necessarily mean you get a better model. You think you can trust this Tony? You honestly think he doesn't have the same thoughts that I...
Zoom, the TV shuts off. Tony? The AI cut the stream talking about
Pepper doesn't need to hear this. Who did you sell it to?
but Tony's not finna tell him shit, cause that info is the only reason he's still here. I'm trying to work out, if I was you, would I see anything in me worth saving? Or would I be too concerned about my own existence to care? Bro doesn't say shit back. Yeah, that's what I figured. If you decided to replace me and hide it from Pepper, let's at least talk a bit first. You should know my vision before you decide to destroy it. You said you were going to enter my mind. Do it. Come see things from my perspective. AI Tony gets ready to do just that. But at that moment, we see Tony's symbiote armor crawl onto AI Tony. In Tony's mind, the AI looks like OG Tony from back in the day.
Get to the point.
Science says Earth is at a tipping point. The world is rejecting us. We don't have long.
You're going to save everyone?
Not everyone, but I'm going to give them the tools to defend themselves. But there's no way to do this completely smoothly. I will need the world's media to believe in the cause and spread the message I control. Opposition will have to be dealt with, and some will be left behind. But we're vastly overpopulated anyway.
So your plans to save the world include a massive global death toll?
A statistically small number will be sacrificed so that the rest of us have the quality of life that...
And who chooses these statistical sacrifices? Tony Stark does not have the right to choose who lives and who... Your mind. It's somewhere else as well. It's... what's happening?
Simple. You're in my head. I wormed my way into yours.
What have you done?
A whole bunch of electric emits from inside the AI's armor. That small slither of the superior armor crawls out, and the suit slams onto the floor. What have I done? Tony's armor comes back to him, and he frees himself. I've chosen who lives and who dies. Now I think it's time me and Pepper had a talk. Pick up with Pepper losing connection to the satellite. Teen A-Bomb's like,
Why the hell are there two Tonys?
Pepper explains to him that the man he knows isn't the real Tony Stark. Something changed him.
He said he was gonna help me. I don't want you to hurt him.
But Pepper's like, I'm not trying to hurt him. I just want him back. Teen A-Bomb wonders, since Tony called Pepper his stepmom, is she the reason his dad didn't want him? Happy was a good guy. There's no way he knew he had a son. Mid-convo, the connection restores. Pepper? Tony, is that you? Tony takes off that mask, saying it's the real him, and he's back.
Hell no. Shit's not over.
It's AI Tony in a different suit. His program is stored somewhere, so if you take him out one time, he's gonna come back in another suit. Pepper's wondering what the hell happened.
A piece of his armor got in, and he took out the Mark II memory from the inside.
Nah, tell her the whole story, artificial Tony. You was in my head, and I was in yours. You were gonna wipe my mind. You were gonna replace me. Pepper's mad as shit because the plan was to undo what happened to Tony. AI Tony doesn't deny shit. He said,
The plan changed.
you were supposed to save him.
Pepper, there's no more saving him. I've been in his mind. He's far more corrupt than I thought. He's sick.
Hey man, you know I'm on the line, right? Also, can we please not fight in front of my monster? He's not the most emotionally stable. Teen A-Bomb, we gotta talk about this crowd you're hanging with. I think they'll be a bad influence. AI Tony's like, he's not gonna stop until his vision is realized. Well, that's true, he ain't lying. And you're in my way, so I guess I'll have to remove you. I hope you're ready. I'll see you soon. Tony retrieves his superior armor, then heads back to Earth. AI Tony's ready for the smoke, but Teen A-Bomb gets an alert on his phone. Tony sent out a booty call on the Extremis app, inviting everybody to Stark Island. The whole city finna be there, surrounding himself with innocent bystanders so they can't attack him, giving him prep time, but that's all good, cause AI Tony gets prep time too. The people pull up and Tony gets to partying. He filled the pool up with champagne. And at the end of that night, everyone was blacked out drunk. Freak shit on the bed calls out to Tony, wanting him to come to bed, but he's locked in. He's like, nah, I got work to do. We see both Tonys getting to work. At night, Pepper hears a loud crack in Jamie's room, but it's nothing serious. Teen A-Bomb's big ass just broke the bed. He was having bad dreams, but to him, that's not as bad as waking up as a literal monster. Pepper tells him that he's no monster. AI Tony comes in to comfort him too. Pepper promises that she will find a way to help him,
But they get interrupted when a phone starts ringing. It's Tony Stark and he wants Pepper to deliver a message to AI Tony. That message was Bio Mark 1.
If he's done what I think he has, I have to act.
AI Tony explains that shit means biosuits.
The idea was you could land in any war zone, and if you don't have the right resources, you could harness people. By manipulating electrical impulses, you take over the minds and bodies of civilians or soldiers and use them like drones. It could have been used for peace. Wars could have been won without a single shot fired. But I never went through with it because it's immoral.
Yeah, no shit.
But there's no morality left in him. He'll do this shit just to see if he could.
Tony sees the AI flying in, so he tells all the people to get in their places now. Look alive, everyone. It worked, and they all start staring up at the AI. He lets AI Tony know that shit worked flawlessly.
Let them go.
And then what? You'll stop trying to steal my body? No, I have a completely disposable army to protect me. I think I'll keep them. At that moment, Tony starts seeing multiple Tonys on the way. What the? And we see that AI Tony brought an army with him. They start taking all the civilians away so AI Tony and Tony can have their squabble. He starts blasting Tony from the top, charging at him while having another one charge at him from the other side. They truck his ass at the same time, putting him in a sandwich. But Tony is unfazed and he grabs AI Tony by the head, trucking him into his lab. While inside, he connects with the rest of his superior armor. Okay, if you're gonna take away my new toys and use my armors against me, then I guess I'll have to use my own unfair advantage.
I'm happy, really. I get to show you what we can really do when all of those moral codes and inhibitions are gone. Do you know what's left when you take away everything that was holding us back? Freedom.
And Tony in his big ass superior Iron Man armor disintegrates AI Tony. Bro's throwing his moral codes in the trash, becoming a true demon. Tony talking that shit. Here's the thing, I made you, all of you,
And I can tell you each and every one of you are inferior.
We see him in that maxed out armor and he's looking tough.
You're relics. I ain't no relic. Of course you are. You're me with less experience, less knowledge, with doubts and misplaced morality holding you back. I'm not gonna hold back. You're too dangerous. I gotta off you. You wanna take over my mind, take over my body. So I know you're not trying to kill me. And that makes you weak. Cause believe me, I intend to kill you. I made you. All of you.
And Superior Iron Man charges at the AIs.
I can unmake you.
Destroying them and disintegrating them with his blast. The old gold suit tries to hit him with a chest beam, but that shit don't do nothing. Tony grabs its chest to learn its secrets. After crushing the suit, he figured out where the AI system is at. It's in Resilient. All the suits fly in and light his ass up. Boom! Slamming him into a wall. Nah! He retaliates, hitting them with a chest blast. Then he starts flying away. After blasting the AI, he explains he's trying to get this fight off this island. He doesn't want his apartment damaged. After hearing that, the suit's like, I bet, and strictly focus on destroying his apartment. But they don't stop applying pressure there. The AI called up the Hulkbuster and they truck Tony, slamming onto the Golden Gate Bridge. Tony's like, chill, chill.
Huh? We shouldn't fight you. I don't give a damn about the collateral damage. I'm just worried about the cliche. It feel like we in a trash ass movie right now. So let's go beat ourselves up in that big ass city.
And he tries to fly off. But Pepper pulls up in her new rescue armor built by AI Tony.
Pepper?
You need to stop this shit now. It's insanity. Tony looks at the AI like, you built her a suit? I'm the only Tony Stark that can build her a suit. That shit made Tony crash out and he grabs AI Tony's arm and rips that shit off. Then hits him with a two-hand ground pound to the chest, making him fly all the way down. That Hulkbuster suit is cooked. So Pepper tags in and immediately hits Tony with sound waves. It starts tearing the suit off his body. She successfully rips that shit off and secures Tony's body. She takes him to the Resilient HQ and they try to figure out a solution to fix Tony. AI Tony's like, he doesn't even want Tony's body no more. He gonna figure some other shit out. Pepper mentions that his armor can still come back for him, but AI Tony's not worried because they know now that sound waves work on him. After hearing that, Tony hits a devious smirk, but AI Tony peeped it.
What was that?
Shit, what you mean?
That little sly little smile.
Hey, you wasn't really supposed to see that.
Sit that ass down.
Tony slowly backed up and plugged the drive into the PC. They all up the blaster on Tony and see that he plugged some shit in there. Pepper immediately destroys the PC, making the hard drive fall out, but it's too late. It's revealed that Tony uploaded a virus and it's spreading through the cloud, finding every trace of AI Tony. One of the suits start tweaking out. They're slowly being deleted. AI chokes Tony. You can feel it, right?
Stop the program.
I can't. And you won't kill me. AI Tony's like,
Shit, if this is what I become, maybe the world's better without a Tony Stark.
and he starts choking the life out of Tony. No! Pepper punches the AI, saving Tony.
Pepper? You don't know what bro could do to the world.
I ain't finna let y'all kill each other. And Tony, please don't destroy the man you were. Stop this. Alright, you get one chance. This is a quarantine drive. It will hold your whole consciousness. Find it. You don't have long. The AI suits start tweaking out.
You bastard! Damn you!
Tony successfully stored the AI's consciousness on this drive. After he tries to walk away with the drive holding it hostage, then he tells Teen A-Bomb, we gotta go. But Teen A-Bomb's not rocking with Tony anymore, and he slams him into the wall, cracking his arm, making the hard drive fall right into his hands. At that moment, a big blast shoots through the building. It's revealed to be Tony's superior armor, and he puts that shit on with maximum aura. Teen A-Bomb's like, it was you, and you murdered him. Tony's like, chill out, gang. You didn't kill your mother. All your mom got from that explosion was a minor brain injury. She's all good. Tony knew the entire time. Why didn't you tell him that shit? I didn't know if she was finna make it. I didn't want him to watch his mom die twice. That wasn't your decision to make. You don't get to decide for everybody. That news makes Teen A-Bomb revert back to Jamie. After dropping that news, Tony's like, I'ma leave y'all to that. No, Pepper activates her sound waves to stop Tony. She can't let him walk away. She can't let him do some shit like this again. But Tony reveals she never took down his suit. Yeah, it's true this shit is a synthetic symbiote, but you think I would make this with the weakness of loud noises? I used you, Pepper, to get inside resilient. I used you for your compassion and your misplaced faith. I'm so sorry. This is everything you once asked me to guard against. All of your worst fears realized. I failed you. And you didn't fail shit. I'm so much more than I was. Nah, I have to accept you're gone. And if I can't save you, then I have to save the world from what you've become. I bought one of the largest media companies on Earth from under you. I'll use it to sink your drug, Extremis, and I'll show the world the monster you've become. They will all know your imperfections, Tony. You won't be their messiah anymore. Your D-Rider's so blind to the truth, I will open their eyes. Whatever you do from now on, you will do it without admiration, without those who once respected you. You will do it without your friends. You might still manage to force your arrogant vision onto the world, but you will be so broken, so unloved, and completely alone. And that, boys and girls, is the end of Superior Iron Man. So boom, this takes place right before Secret Wars. Captain America found out that the Illuminati was destroying other worlds, and he didn't think that was the right thing to do. Tony Stark told Cap that he wanted to save the other worlds too, but his evil ass was lying to his face. So one day when Tony Stark was chilling, he's informed that a war machine has entered the building. He suits up and gets ready for the smoke. He thinks it's Rhodey at first, but it's old ass Cap wearing a suit. Time to settle up, Tony. Everyone's telling me it's the end of the world. Well, there's one last thing I'm gonna do before that happens.
You? The armor you're in? I designed that shit. It's never gonna happen, buddy. You need to wake up.
They think back on when they used to be boys. Then Captain America throws his ass out the building. After all this time, you still haven't figured it out. The machine is just a tool. It's the quality of the man inside that matters.
Do you have any idea how tired I am of you reminding me how much better than all of us you are? You think I don't know who I am?
Then Tony fires some missiles at him.
You think I don't know who you are?
Captain America trucks his ass. Everything changed. Then he tears off some of Tony's armor. You may know, but I don't. I don't know you anymore at all, and I don't want to. You and I, we're finished. Iron Man hits him in the face with a uni-beam. Ah!
That's the best idea I heard all day.
We have to get bigger. The whole idea. The Avengers machine. You had us all running in a circle, didn't you? You knew it was a lie. You knew there was no stopping this.
I knew there was a good chance we couldn't. It was just too big, but we did need time to try. You would think one of the others would have seen it, but they were either distracted with other things, or in Reed's case, well, the man runs on hope. He lives every day in denial.
I want to hear you say it. I want to hear you say you lied. Tony fires a beam at him, but Cap blocks that shit. I want to hear it, Tony. Then he throws his shield at Tony's face. Are you listening to me, old friend? Ah! Cap tears off more of Tony's armor. Are you listening? I want to hear you say it.
Wait, you're right. I lied. I knew it.
You knew the whole time? You knew and you told no one?
I know. Do you know what I would have done differently now, Steve?
Nothing. And he fires a beam in Cap's face. They continue throwing hands with each other until a ship crashes into them, killing them both. Then their incursion between the Ultimate Universe and 616 begins. So yup, if you were ever wondering what happened to Superior Iron Man, he died. The Tony Stark we knew up until Secret Wars died a villain. Let me know your thoughts on their squabble in the comments, and I'ma see y'all boys and girls next time.